Hey guys, welcome back to another ranking video. You guys are probably watching this as like, oh wow, you're making a zone ranking video. How's original? First off, I like Sonic, okay? Second off, this ranking is special because it's not just gonna include Sonic 1, 2, 3, CD, Mania, and Mania. It's also gonna include Sonic Superstars. So yeah, you're gonna hear my opinion on those zones, eh? Alright, so anyway, let's just get to start. So we'll start off with the zone that Sega liked to reuse. I'm not gonna lie, even though the zone is popular, it's not my favorite zone. It's a good starting zone, but it's not per se my favorite zone. But actually, we want to put an asterisk just so people won't be upset. But sorry, actually, I mean it's a good starting zone and iconic, but Sega reused it a lot. But this is just like one's version, so I guess it doesn't count. So yeah. Also, there is many invited versions of these, so I think I might put Noble Green Hill in here and just leave it at a Marvel Zone. I actually like Marvel Zone. That might be a hot take, but Marvel Zone is actually one of my favorite zones in Sonic 1. And if Sonic Mania 2 ever comes out, if it does, this zone should definitely return. I would definitely love to see a Mania version of this zone, so. But the mechanics just make it a little less, so I gotta put it in A tier, just because the fact that the mechanics of the zone really like dubs it down, especially the pushing the blocks and the lava stuff. Spring Yard, I don't really like this zone actually, even though it is pretty good. I guess I have the same problem with Marvel Zone, but I like it less than Marvel Zone because of the whole I just the block stuff and the fact that the robot enemy guys will just come kill you makes it really bad. So I'll put this in B tier. Labyrinth, do I even need a reason to explain that one? Do I need a reason to explain that one, by the way, Sonic fans? Huh? Do I need to explain why? Actually, hang on a second, eh? There we go. Sorry, guys. I just need to add something, so. Classic F. Go away, Pizza Hut. I'm not instant advertisement now. Okay. So, yeah, F tier for Labyrinth Zone. Next up, we got. Starlight Zone. I actually like this one more than Green Hill. Look, I know it's kind of stupid with those bombs and the Orbonauts, but it's a good level, and also it definitely picks up Marvel Zone's Springyard and Labyrinth Zone's slowness in this game, eh? And I enjoy it. Scrapping Zone. Look, B. I like the first two acts. I do. But if it wasn't for that third act, it would have definitely became put on second highest to A tier, which is right here in case you're wondering. Since yeah, but since Labyrinth Zone literally returned that act 3, no. Palm Tree Panic. I what's my thoughts on Palm Tree Panic? I mean, it's on the right stage. I mean, I wasn't really a fan. I'm not really a big fan of most of Sonic CD stages, so. But Palm Tree Panic is a good starting level, so I'll put it in a high B tier, behind behind Green Hill Zone, but after Marvel Zone. So, Colors of Chaos again, good. It's not really a bad zone either. I actually like this one too, mate. It's just that it ain't because it is pretty good too. So I guess behind PUBG Panic, Tile Tempest, rip off better version of Amazon, high B theory, boss fight sucked though, eh? Quartz Quadrant, a good idea for zone, but I get a bad boss fight. So, I guess high Spring Yard. So, I guess higher than Spring Yard. Wacky War Spends, another bad zone, but I'll put this in C tier since it's not bad. It's just that it gets annoying, right? Star Speedway, one of the most popular zones in the game, but it's just neither than it kind of just doesn't feel like an actual game when you play the zone because you just rush. But it'll be on a high A tier because of the Metal Sonic boss fight, which is iconic. Metallic Madness, bad zone. I mean, not even a bad final zone. It's just that the final boss is just so lackluster. So, uh, like below B. Emerald Hill. I like the zone. I really do. It's actually my first. It's actually my first ever Sonic zone, but I put it in high A tier because I don't want to seem like biased. Chemical Point Zone. Ooh. A tier or S tier. It's an iconic zone. And sure, it does have the same problems that, you know, it's always reused, but actually, yeah, it is way too much reused. So I guess high A tier again. Below Emerald Hill Zone. And I guess Emerald Hill will just go to B tier because it is kind of like a knockoff Green Hill. Aquatic Ruined. I actually like this zone. So because like I like the zone because the war stuff is actually good use. The higher paths are pretty good, and the boss fight is pretty decent as well. I like the Chemical Point has also been knocked out because of the boss fight cheese stuff. Casino Night. I love the zone. I really do. S tier. Not because of the gambling stuff, but it's because I like the colors. I like the idea of the zone. Good. Missed Hilltop. Ooh, okay. Hilltop is actually, oh god, I'm gonna put it in middle B tier because it's not the best zone, but it's decent. Mr. Cave. I like Mr. Cave. It's a good looking level. So B S tier. Hidden Palace. Good bonus zone. Only one act, so I can't put it high. So I guess oh god. I'm gonna put this in C tier because it's one good act, but it isn't technically, yeah, it's an exclusive level, but it's just yeah, below, like at the bottom of B tier. Or Ocean. I not gonna lie, I really don't like this zone a lot, so or Ocean get D tier and Metropolis will get F tier for obvious reasons. Sky Chase will get C tier because it's just a boring level. Wing Fortress, I'm just gonna put this in A tier, I guess. A tier. Because it's a good final, it is a good noble final zone, but yeah, but also Defec is not here apparently. I think so. Hang on, let me go back see. Is Defec even here? No Defec. So I guess it's just whatever. Okay, so next up we got the Sonic 3 level. So Angel Island. This is actually one of my good introductions to the game. So high S tier. Hydro City, a good one of the best underwater stages. Marvel Garden. Um, D tier. I mean, it's not really a good looking stage. Carnival Night. I know people complain that the Barrel of Doom is annoying, but it's not that bad per se. So I'm gonna put, at least for me, because I don't have problems in map game. So above Collision Chaos and below Green Hill. Ice Cap, one of the most iconic levels in the game. So yeah, Long Space. Oh, like flipping. Okay, another it's high A tier because of the zone itself and the boss fight, which is big arms. Like the problem is just the boss fight before it. I want to be not the egg rocket. I meant the one boss where it's just Eggman shooting cannonballs. Oh, sorry, man. I've been sneezing a lot this lately. Okay, so Mushroom Hill. I mean, it's in a halfway point, but it's a good stage too. So S tier. Fly Battery, another S tier. There's a lot of. I just feel like there's a lot of levels in S tier. Sandopoulos. Uh, I mean, Act 2 was bad, but Act 1 is pretty good, so I'm gonna put it in high B, C. For me, it's good. Lava Reef, iconic, and with all the lore stuff, so S tier. And I guess Hidden Powers is also part of that because same looking design. Ooh, Sky Century. That it's actually best zone. One of the best zones in the game, eh? Or not one of the best zones. Actually, wait, what was it? It's high A tier because it only have one act. And it also reused two bots from Sonic 1 and 2. Death Egg. One of the best final zones, so the gravity vortex stuff is annoying, so I guess high A tier. There's a lot of high A tiers. Okay, now we're up to the Sonic Mania stage, which I'm gonna do this in order because that's just how I do. So we're starting off with Green Hill Zone. It's pretty much like Green Hills of a Sonic 1, but just have some extra stuff, so I always loved this going to the zone when I first played Mania, so S tier. Like I not put it below. I put it below Ice Cap because wait no this wait actually this there's Act One is pretty boring in Ice Cap so uh I guess I'll straight up like below Hydro City but above Ice Cap. Press guard. Act 1, pretty fine. Act 2, pretty good because of the whole change of scenery. So this also gets high. I put this as high A tier. Marasaru. Act 1. Wait, no, wait. Oh, wait, second. I'll put this in or. Sorry. Also, I went to. Okay, so Chemical Point Zone. Better version of the zone that we got, but let's see. I put it actually like the stuff they added for the zone, so I'm putting it in like top three so far. Eh? Studio Opera Zone, one of the best Sonic zones in the franchise for obvious reasons. Makes sense why there's so much cover stuff. Eh? Press guard, like I said before, just so I'm putting this in high A tier. Marceloom. If Act Two didn't exist, the zone would have been put in around here for just a rip off of Sky Chase, but since it's not, it's going in high B tier. Below like above Emerald Hills. I got below okay, above Emerald Hill. Oh my god, I just did it again. Okay, I'm not going to change this place, so let's okay, Fly Battery Zone. Sorry Mania. I mean it's not really much changes to it, so it's just it basically just a better version of it, so I'm just gonna put it above Fly Battery because it doesn't do too many changes. Okay, so since I did Press Garden, next up is okay, Star Speedway Zone. This zone actually does way better than the original one did. With Act 1 being the past and Act 2 being the present, with Metal Sonic appearing again in the boss fight, which is actually one of my favorite bosses, by the way, so above Hydro City. Speaking of which, I mean, I mean, it doesn't do much to change the zone other than the claws, the boats. So I'll place it above like a Sonic, like a Freeze Hydro City. Me. Okay, next up, Metallic. Wait, no, not Metallic Madness. Or something that for last. Let's see. Or Ocean Zone. Definitely better than the original version because of the different changes. So you're going in high. You're going like at the start of H here. I know Act 1 is fine, but Act 2 is pretty good. I like also how to use the Sand Opera Zone mechanics well. Eh? Lava Reef Zone. It doesn't. This is honestly just a. Not gonna lie, this does have like a few new mechanics, and that's it. So, just I guess above Lava Reef Zone, Metallic Madness Zone definitely does way more than they did originally for Sonic CD. So definitely high S tier. And finally, Titanic Monarch. People can say this is a little too annoying, but this zone is actually pretty good in my opinion, especially with the music. So is Metallic Madness zones, but it's definitely going in high A tier or high S tier. Eh? One of the best zones. And now, Sonic Superstars. I actually recently played the game, which is why I'm ranking it here. So, we're starting off with Bridge Island. Bridge Island is actually basically just a different version of Green Hill Zone, but the mechanics that were introduced in this is kind of amazing. Like the thing you use to switch from the background to the foreground. But this is still just a knockoff Green Hill, so I'll put this in like halfway through S B tier. Speed Jungle. Good zone. I actually like how Act 1 is pretty good. Act 2 is fine. I mean, the C mechanic can be annoying. And Fake's boss fight in Act Sonic is pretty good, so I'll put it in high B A tier. Sky Temple. One act, but not gonna lie, this feels like a knockoff Sky Sanctuary. So I'm gonna put it in let's see. High I'll put it below Starlight Zone and below Launch Space. Actually, wait, no. This has been actually a big downgrade to between Star Speedway Zone for Sonic CD and between Marvel Zone for Sonic 1. Pinball Carnival. Best Carnival. What is it? Okay, this is actually a better version of Carnival Night Zone. Tell me, like, also like how you can get so many rings and stuff, like, and also the boss fights. Yeah, it's. I'm just gonna ignore the boss fight for Act Two because it's doesn't really ruin this for me. Lacoon City, basically a knockoff Hydro City Zone with some different changes, eh? So Lagoon City will be put in like at the bottom A tier. Sand Sanctuary, good zone. I really like it. Like it's a decent level and it's a decent good idea. It's basically Sand Opera Zone done right. Actually, kind of. Yeah, it's basically Sand Opera but done right. I mean, I'm just saying Mirage Saloon Zone is a good zone too. It's just that the Sky Chase Mirage was just annoying. Press Factory. I really do not like this zone, honestly. Like Act Two, but particular. I mean, Act Two wasn't that bad per se, but it's just that the rust mechanic can get annoying, especially with those little things. So I'll put this in C tier. Going Capital, high C tier because of the fake boss fight. Cyber City, I like the mechanics for it, so I'll put it in for high. Put it in. Let's see. I'll put it in S tier because it's well, good. Frozen Base. Act 1 being on the actual area, but Act 2 you go into space afterwards, eh? In Act 2, in Act 2 is of course him going to the pods, which not bad snow level, but it's definitely not better than Press Guard or Ice Cap, so B. And finally, how is it available? Okay, and finally, Egg Fortress Zone, the final classic Sonic level, which I'm not counting the Game Gear games because this one will take like an hour for me to complete, so Act 1 is fine, but Act 2 is literally just Act 1 again, but you have to go back. Like, the mechanic idea is cool, I can admit that. But it's just not good. Especially with the final boss. It's just, especially the Fang stuff. Oh, I'm gonna hate doing that back when I do Sonic Tales of Classics, but I'm not putting this in S tier, because no, it's definitely not belonging S tier, but at the very least, Act 1 itself saves any mechanic for Act 2 could save it by putting it in a high B tier. No, below B tier, like. And that's it. So in S2 we got Casino Night Zone, Titanic Monarch, like Mystic Cave, Chemical Plant, Mania, Metallic Madness Zone, Mania, Angel Island, Star Speedway Zone, Mania, Hydro City, Mania, Hydro City from Sonic 3, Green Hill, Mania, Stu Optimus, let's see, Ice Cap, Mushroom Hill, Pinball Carnival, Fly Battery, Mania, Fly Battery from Three Knuckles, Lava Reef's Mania, Lava Reef from Sonic 3 Knuckles, Cyber Station, oh, and Cyber Station, sorry. And for Pi 8 and 8 here, we got Press Guard, Speed Jungle, Sand Sectory, Sky Sectory, let's see, it's like a Chemical Plant, Launch Space, Sky, or no, the Starlight, let's see, Green Hill, Death Egg, Carnival Night, Collision Chaos, Pinball, or Palm Tree Panic, Star Speedway, Sky Temple, Marvel, Aquatic Ruin, Wing Fortress Zone, Oil Ocean, Mania, Lagoon City. Oh, and Lagoon City. I keep forgetting to say and. Okay, B. For B tier, we got Mirage Saloon, Emerald Hill, Quartz Closet, Spring Yard, Scrap Raid, Frozen Base, Bridge Island, Hilltop, Tidal Tempest, Metallic Madness, Hidden Palace, and Egg Fortress. C tier, we got Golden Capital, Sky Chase, Wacky Warthbeds, Serenopolis, and Press Garden, or Press Factory. And D tier, we got Oro Ocean and Marvel Garden. And in F tier, we got Labyrinth and Metropolis Zone. And that is my ranking on all the classic Sonic levels. That is the Game Gear spinoff. And honestly, there's a lot of this is all my opinion by the way, but this is for fun to me, and I really enjoy this ranking. But if you guys want to see more ranking videos, well, don't worry, there is more coming. So Without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. I'm not gonna apologize for putting Labyrinth Zone F tier for you Labyrinth Zone fans, if you do exist.